This was the model which we have done in the last class. There was one mistake when we selected Plinth as master story, and similar to the stories similar to Plinth, we have selected for first, second, third, fourth, and roof. But what we forgot is, while assigning the beams, we forgot to select this as similar stories. We selected all stories. That's the reason you can see in the plan of LMR this beam has appeared. Okay, because we selected all stories, that's the reason this beam has come. This beam is not required because this is the roof of the staircase. So we'll correct that mistake. I will delete that. So I'll select this slab, this, and also the beam. I'll go to edit. I'll delete it. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll draw a new slab, draw floor, quick draw floor. I'll select 125. So assign that slab. But this more or looks like a one-way slab to me. So I will assign it as one-way slab. I'll select it. I'll assign shell slab section, one-way slab, apply. Okay. Okay. So you can see it here. It says assigned as one-way slab. If you want the direction to be in the other way, so perpendicular to it, so what you can do is select it, assign shell local axis 90-degree, apply. Okay, now the direction has changed. Okay, so you can click to this option so that the axis will disappear. Okay, so we corrected the mistake. Okay, today's class we will model the staircase, but before that we will bring the diaphragm action into the building. So diaphragm action is where the slabs are tied together, so it acts as a whole unit, you know, um, and the building is tied together by the slabs, and that ensures deflections are compatible and building moves together. Okay, so I will define a diaphragm. So go to define diaphragms, modify. So I recommend you to use semi-rigid. I'll tell you why it is. I'll tell you later. So click on semi-rigid. Okay. Okay. So I'll select the floors. To select the floors, what I'll do is I'll go to select menu. I'll click on select, object type, floors, select floors. Okay, if you see the 3D, so all the floors has been selected, irrespective here if it is one story, but that doesn't matter here. When you select object as floor, so all the floors will be selected. So I'll assign diaphragm now. Go to assign shell, no, diaphragms D1, apply. Okay. Okay. Now the diaphragm action has been applied to the floors. So if you see the plan also, you can make out. I'll just open a second floor plan. You can see, and this is the centroid of the diaphragm action. Okay. I'll click on this so that it will disappear. Okay, now I will model the staircase. So to model the staircase, what I'll do is I'll go to the plinth. Okay, I'll select only this part, only this part. Okay, before selecting that, I'll do one thing. I'll just select it as all story, so that all story I'll consider only this portion where the staircase will come. So what I'll do is I selected all stories and I'll select only this portion. Okay, and I'll right click and I'll select So you right click using your mouse and select show selected objects only. So what that will do is only the the portion where the staircase will come. So that will be highlighted. So all the other portions are invisible, so that it will be easy for us to model the staircase. So if you see it in 3D, you can see that only this portion is highlighted. Okay, so to model the staircase, we need a landing beam. So you know that landing beam comes in between the floors, right, in the mid height, right? So what we will do is there are different options where you can model the staircase. So the one of the option which I use is, what I'll do is I'll go to the edit menu bar, edit in the menu bar. I'll select edit stories and grid system. In that, I'll go to modify or show grid system in this reference planes. Okay, so I will introduce a Z ordinate here. So Z ordinate is along the height. So I will introduce. So what I'll do is I want a point where the landing beam will come. Okay, so landing beam, for example, if I'm in the ground floor, so it between plinth and the first slab, right? So it comes in between the plinth and first slab, or at the half of the height of the floor levels. For example, if the floor height is 3 meter, what we have assigned is 3 meter, so the landing beam will come at 1.5 meter. Okay, so 1.5 meter, but this ordinates takes from the foundation. So we have a foundation of height 1.5 meter plus to the middle of the floor, so that is 1.5 meters, so total it becomes 3 meter. Okay, so foundation is 1.5 meter, which we have defined earlier, so that also you have to consider, plus from the plinth to the middle of the floor. So our floor height is 3 meters, so middle of the floor is again 1.5 meters. So 1.5 it will be 3 meter. Okay, so 3 meter, I'll write it as mid landing. Okay, okay, okay. So now I'll go to plan. So this will appear now, G1 reference plane, because we have defined it. Okay, so at the 3 meter from the foundation it starts. Okay, so I'll click on OK. Why I have defined it? Because to draw the beam at that particular level, it will be easy for me. Okay, so now I will use this draw beam command. Okay, and we'll do it for one story so that we can replicate later. So select one story and select the property as 230 by 450, and okay, I have drawn the beam now. So what I'll do is, since the width of the landing will be 1.2 meter, you know that. So I will introduce one more beam to the left so that we can model the landing slab. So this I'll select and I'll replicate to the left using edit option. Go to replicate. So usually landing width will be 1.2. So I'm writing it as minus 1.2 because I am replicating to the left or negative x-axis side. Apply. Okay. So we got one more beam to the left, right? Okay. Now I will model the slab. Okay. That is base slab of the staircase. So what I'll do is I'll go to 3D. I'll go to 3D. I'll just zoom the bottom floor there. So see, this is our mid landing now. If you observe carefully, this is our landing beam, right? So here, using these points, I should model the landing slab, and using these points, I should model the base slab. So what I'll do is I will select draw floor or wall, that option to draw a slab. So I'll select that. So here I'll select S4 staircase because we have designed it. So when we have defined it, earlier, we defined it as a shell thin where stiffness has brought into the staircase, I mean into that slab where stiffness is considered in that slab. Okay, so I'll select yes 4 staircase slab. I will select the points. Okay, be careful. So I'll draw the first flight. So it starts from here to this joint and this middle of this. Okay, so if you are not getting the midpoint, if the midpoint is not clearly defined here, so what you can do is use this snap tool bar. Okay, so that you can get the midpoint easily. Okay, so we have assigned the first flight. Now I will assign the landing also. I will assign a slab to landing. If there is a doubt, you just zoom it and see, because when there are sometimes at the intersection of the grids also the point will be displaying, so that will lead to error. So carefully, okay, carefully model the staircase. Okay, the first flight is done. I will model the second flight. Second flight here. Yes. 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 And now the landing slab is done. Now I will model the second flight. Okay, so this comes, you should be careful here, to the middle of this. Okay. So while modeling the staircase, you need to be little careful. Okay. Yes. I'll press escape and I'll just rotate it and see whether what I've got is okay. It's fine, right? So if you get it in one floor, it's easy to replicate to the rest of the floors. Okay, so if you get correctly in the one floor, it is easy to replicate in the remaining floors. So what I'll do is now I'll select, I'll press escape. Okay, I'll press escape and I'll select this. So I'll select this and I will replicate to the rest of the floors. I'll go to edit, I'll go to replicate, I'll select story. So since it is there from plinth to first floor, so I will select second, third, fourth, fifth, and roof. Okay. So when you go to apply, you can see that. Apply. Okay. Yes. Fine. What I'll do now is I will right click using the mouse and I will select show all objects so that the full building is visible to me right now. So when if I go to view and go to the show rendered view, now I can see the building now, which I have modeled in a 3D. So you can see it, the buildings which we have done modeling. So modeling of beams, columns, slab, and staircase. Okay, thank you. So in the next session, I'll be discussing the assigning the loads analysis and designing. Thank you.